Welcome to the Money Growth Blueprint, transforming your finances from zero to wealth. Your ultimate guide to mastering money, wealth building, and financial freedom. Now, before you dive into the lessons, let me ask you a question. How many times have you wondered what it would feel like to wake up without worrying about bills, debts, or struggling to make ends meet? To live life on your terms, not dictated by paycheck-to-paycheck cycles or the anxiety of financial uncertainty. If you're like most people, probably more than you can count. And here's the thing, it doesn't have to stay that way. The path to financial success isn't reserved for a select few with special connections or lucky circumstances. It's a skill, and like any skill, it can be learned, practiced, and mastered. I'm here to tell you that financial freedom is within your reach, and the journey starts with a single step. But before we get into the strategies, the techniques, and the money-making methods, there's something crucial that you need to understand. The truth about wealth. We live in a world that's obsessed with quick fixes. You see it everywhere. Get-rich-quick schemes that promise overnight success. Influencers flashing luxury cars and million-dollar homes. And advertisements claiming that all you need is a single secret to unlock financial success. It's easy to get caught up in these illusions of fast wealth, but let me break it to you right now. There's no shortcut to lasting wealth. Sure, there are people who seem to appear out of nowhere with piles of cash, but they're the exception, not the rule. Real wealth isn't built in an instant. It's the result of making smart decisions over time and understanding the fundamentals of money things that are accessible to anyone willing to put in the work. In this guide, we're going to take a deep dive into everything you need to know to move from where you are today to where you want to be tomorrow. From zero to wealth. Step by step, principle by principle, habit by habit. The problem: why most people never build wealth. Let's be real for a moment. The biggest barrier to wealth isn't about your paycheck or the economy. It's about mindset. Think about it. Most people have been taught their entire lives to play it safe. They work hard to get a degree, land a stable job, and save for retirement. But the problem is that this system, while well-intentioned, often doesn't work. The conventional advice we've been given doesn't always lead to the financial freedom we desire. Why? Because it focuses on being safe, avoiding risk, and following the same path that everyone else is on. But here's the truth. That path leads to mediocrity. In fact, it's that very safe mindset that keeps people trapped in a cycle of debt, missed opportunities, and limited wealth. You can't expect to live like everyone else and have the freedom that the wealthy enjoy. The wealthy take risks, invest, diversify their income, and build wealth in unconventional ways. And the reason they're able to do so is that they understand something you might not have been taught. Money is a tool, not the goal. If you want to break free from the paycheck-to-paycheck grind, you have to look beyond just earning money. You need to understand how money works for you. You need to know how to make your money grow, how to take advantage of opportunities, and how to navigate the challenges of life and business. The Money Growth Blueprint, what this guide is about. This isn't just another get-rich-quick guide that'll tell you to buy some course or invest in a shiny new product. This guide isn't about hope. It's about action and consistency. If you're looking for a magic pill, you can stop reading right now. But if you're ready to truly understand how to build wealth, to put in the work, and make money work for you, then keep reading. This is a long-term journey, and it's not for the faint of heart. Building wealth requires discipline, patience, and a commitment to growth. Here's what you're going to get from this blueprint. 1. The mindset shift. To build wealth, you have to think differently. It's not about the money itself, it's about how you use it. You need to learn to think like the wealthy and develop the mental habits that create success. 2. Financial education. Knowledge is power. You'll learn the key financial principles that the wealthy understand and apply daily. From budgeting and saving to investing and building passive income, I'll walk you through everything you need to know. 3. Smart money habits. It's not just about what you earn. It's about how you manage, save, and grow your money. I'll show you how to get control of your finances, develop a savings habit, and start making smarter decisions with your money. 4. Investment strategies. Want to build wealth? You need to understand how to make your money work for you. In this guide, we'll cover everything from stocks and real estate to businesses and passive income streams. Learn how to build a diversified portfolio and leverage your assets for exponential growth. 5. Building multiple income streams. The wealthy don't rely on one source of income. You shouldn't either. In this guide, I'll show you how to start building additional income streams so you're not dependent on just your day job. 6. Entrepreneurship. If you've ever thought about starting your own business, this is your chance. Learn how to turn your passion into profit and grow a business that generates income even when you're not actively working. 7. Mindful spending. Money doesn't have to control you. You can control money by changing your habits. Learn how to manage your spending, live below your means, and prioritize your financial goals above instant gratification. 8. Tax strategies. The rich don't just make money, they protect it. I'll break down how to minimize your tax liabilities and keep more of what you earn. 9. The path to financial freedom. Ultimately, this is about creating freedom in your life. Freedom from financial stress, freedom from the 9-to-5 grind, and freedom to live the life you've always dreamed of. The reality: success is not instant. I'm not going to lie to you. This won't be easy. There will be obstacles. There will be days when you feel like quitting. But the truth is, every wealthy person has faced the same challenges. They've all had to overcome doubts, fears, and setbacks. The difference is that they didn't quit. Building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. And if you stick with it, learn the right principles, and apply them every day, you will see results. But it won't happen overnight. It's a journey of continuous growth, learning, and improvement. If you're committed to putting in the work, you'll find success on the other side. I challenge you to commit to this blueprint, to take these lessons seriously, to put them into practice in your life starting today. The journey to wealth won't be easy, but the destination is more than worth it. If you stay disciplined, focused, and consistent, you'll be amazed at what you can achieve. So, if you're tired of feeling stuck, if you're ready to finally take control of your finances and build the life you've always dreamed of, this is the guide for you. The road to wealth isn't reserved for a select few. It's available for anyone willing to put in the effort. Let's get started. This is the Money Growth Blueprint, and your journey to wealth begins right now. Lesson 1. The foundation of wealth: understanding money. Defining wealth. What does wealth really mean? Beyond having money, wealth includes the freedom to live life on your own terms, security, and the ability to give back to others. Money's role in society. Money serves as a tool for exchange, a store of value, and a unit of account. Understanding its role can empower you to use it effectively. The power of financial literacy. Learning the principles of personal finance is the first step to financial freedom. Understand the concepts of saving, investing, and money management as core components. Mindset shift. Wealth begins with the right mindset. People who are financially successful believe that wealth is available to them and take actions to acquire it. Lesson 2. The mindset shift. Building a wealthy mentality. The power of belief. To attract wealth, you must believe it is possible. Shift your thinking from scarcity to abundance. A wealthy mindset is about seeing opportunities and believing that you can create your own success. Overcoming limiting beliefs. Break free from thoughts like money is the root of all evil, or I'll never be wealthy. These beliefs can limit your potential and prevent you from taking the necessary steps to grow your wealth. The power of focus and discipline. Wealthy people set clear goals and focus their energy on actions that move them toward those goals. Develop discipline and consistency to stay on track with your financial plan. The role of education. Constant learning is a trait of financially successful people. Never stop educating yourself about money management, investments, and wealth-building strategies. Lesson 3. The power of financial education. Continuous learning. Financial education is not a one-time event. Read books, take courses, attend seminars, and learn from people who have already built wealth. Understanding financial statements. Get comfortable with reading and understanding your income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow. This financial literacy will guide you in making informed decisions. The importance of self-assessment. Review your current financial situation and identify gaps in your knowledge. Whether it's debt, investments, or budgeting, knowing where you stand is crucial for future success. The internet as a resource. Today's world offers numerous online resources, from financial blogs and podcasts to investment forums. Take full advantage of them to enhance your financial knowledge. Lesson 4. Budgeting for success. The art of financial planning. Creating a budget. The first step to financial freedom is having a clear budget. Categorize your income and expenses, needs versus wants, and ensure that your income exceeds your expenses. Tracking your spending. Use tools and apps to track your daily spending habits. Seeing where your money goes can highlight unnecessary expenditures. The 50-30-20 rule. A basic rule for budgeting. 50% of your income goes toward needs, housing, utilities, groceries. 30% goes toward wants, entertainment, dining out, and 20% should go toward savings and investments. The importance of living below your means. Develop the habit of spending less than you earn. Prioritize saving and investing over instant gratification. Lesson 5. Debt. Friend or foe. Good versus bad debt. Understand the difference between debt that can be leveraged for wealth creation, e.g., student loans, mortgages, business loans, and high-interest debt, like credit card debt, that should be avoided. The danger of consumer debt. High-interest debt, such as credit card debt, can quickly erode your wealth-building potential. Create a strategy to pay off this debt as soon as possible. Debt repayment strategies. Implement methods like the debt snowball, paying off the smallest debts first, or the debt avalanche, paying off the highest interest debts first, to become debt-free. Using debt wisely. Learn how successful people use debt to acquire assets like property and businesses that generate income and appreciate over time. Lesson 6. The importance of saving and emergency funds. Building an emergency fund. Start by setting aside 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses. This fund acts as a cushion in case of job loss, medical emergencies, or other unexpected events. The habit of saving. Create a habit of saving a percentage of your income every month. Set it up automatically through direct deposits or savings apps to ensure consistency. The 10% rule. Aim to save at least 10% of your monthly income, gradually increasing this percentage as your income grows. Investing your savings. Once your emergency fund is established, start investing your savings in assets that will help you grow wealth, e.g., stocks, bonds, real estate. Lesson 7. Building multiple streams of income. The importance of diversifying income sources. Relying on a single source of income can limit your financial security. Wealthy individuals often have multiple income streams, e.g., salaries, businesses, investments. Starting a side hustle. Explore potential side hustles or freelance opportunities that align with your skills and interests, such as writing, graphic design, consulting, or e-commerce. Passive income. Passive income is money earned with little to no effort after the initial setup, e.g., rental income, dividends, royalties. Develop streams of passive income to enhance financial stability. Investing in income-generating assets. Real estate, dividend-paying stocks, and businesses can all provide passive income streams, allowing you to earn money while you sleep. Lesson 8. Investing 101. Growing your money through assets. The importance of investing. Learn why investing is essential for growing your wealth. Instead of leaving money in a savings account, use it to acquire assets that increase in value over time. Types of investments. Explore different investment options, including stocks, bonds, mutual funds, ETFs, and real estate. Understand the risks and rewards of each. Risk versus return. Every investment carries risk, but the key is to balance risk and reward. Determine your risk tolerance and invest accordingly. The power of compound interest. Reinvesting the returns from your investments leads to exponential growth. Start early and let time and compound interest work in your favor. Lesson 9. The rich get richer. How the wealthy invest. The investor's mindset. Wealthy individuals approach investing with long-term vision. They don't chase short-term gains, but focus on creating wealth that lasts for generations. Investing in yourself. Continuously improve your knowledge and skills. Wealthy individuals often invest in courses, mentors, and experiences that increase their value in the marketplace. Networking and relationships. Building relationships with other successful individuals can open doors to investment opportunities and partnerships. Strategic risk-taking. The wealthy take calculated risks. They invest in opportunities that others might shy away from, but with thorough research and planning. Lesson 10. Real estate wealth. The power of property investment. Why real estate? Real estate is one of the most tried and tested ways to build wealth. It provides income through rents and capital gains through property value appreciation. Types of real estate investments. Learn about rental properties, house flipping, commercial real estate, and REITs, real estate investment trusts. Leverage and equity. Learn how to use other people's money through mortgages or partnerships to invest in real estate, building equity over time. Real estate as passive income. Rental properties can generate steady, passive income streams while your properties appreciate in value. Lesson 11. Stock market mastery. Navigating investments for growth. The basics of the stock market. Understand how the stock market works, the role of stocks and bonds, and how companies use the stock market to raise capital. Stock analysis. Learn how to evaluate stocks based on financial performance, market trends, and growth potential. Diversification. Build a diversified portfolio of stocks, bonds, and other investments to spread risk and improve your chances for returns. Long-term investing. Focus on long-term investment strategies like buying and holding stocks, rather than trying to time the market or chase short-term trends. Lesson 12. Entrepreneurship. Turning your passion into profit. The entrepreneurial mindset. Successful entrepreneurs are innovative, persistent, and focused. Learn how to think like an entrepreneur and identify business opportunities. Starting a business. Learn the steps to start a business, from idea generation and market research to funding and marketing. Scaling your business. Once your business is established, focus on scaling by increasing revenue, optimizing operations, and hiring key personnel. Passive income from business. Learn how to create a business model that allows you to step back while still generating income, such as through franchising or automation. Lesson 13. Leveraging others' money. The art of smart borrowing. Understanding leverage. Learn how using other people's money, through loans, investments, or credit, can increase your potential for wealth. The risks of leverage. Understand the risks involved with borrowing and make sure the return on investment exceeds the cost of borrowing. Good debt versus bad debt. Use leverage strategically to invest in assets that will appreciate over time, rather than consumer goods that lose value. Lesson 14. The power of compounding. Growing your money. Automatically. The rule of 72. Understand how compound interest works and how to calculate how long it will take to double your money. Starting early. The earlier you start investing, the more your money will grow over time. Time is one of the most powerful factors in wealth creation. Reinvesting returns. Instead of cashing out on your investments, reinvest the returns to accelerate your wealth building process. Lesson 15. Tax strategies for wealth builders. Understanding taxes. Learn how income, capital gains, and estate taxes affect your wealth and how you can minimize them. Tax-advantaged accounts. Explore accounts like IRAs, 401ks, and HSAs that provide tax benefits to grow your wealth faster. Deductions and credits. Maximize your tax benefits by taking advantage of deductions, credits, and other strategies to reduce your tax burden. Lesson 16. Protecting your wealth. Insurance and risk management. The role of insurance. Protect yourself and your family from unforeseen risks by understanding the types of insurance available, including health, life, disability, and property insurance. Risk mitigation. Implement strategies to minimize the risk of losing wealth, such as diversifying investments, creating estate plans, and using trusts. Lesson 17. Mindful spending. The road to financial discipline. Tracking your spending. Use budgeting tools or apps to ensure that your spending aligns with your financial goals. Evaluating purchases. Ask yourself whether a purchase adds value to your life or simply satisfies an immediate desire. Delaying gratification. Practice delaying purchases, saving first, and making mindful financial choices. Lesson 18. Financial freedom. Creating passive income streams. Building income-producing assets. Start creating assets that generate passive income, such as rental properties, dividend-paying stocks, and royalties. Achieving financial independence. Work towards achieving the freedom to live life without being dependent on active income sources. Lesson 19. Long-term wealth building. Patience and consistency. The power of consistency. Stay consistent with your savings, investing, and personal growth. Wealth building is a marathon, not a sprint. Avoiding get-rich-quick schemes. Stick to proven strategies and avoid risky short-term tactics that promise instant riches but often lead to failure. Lesson 20. Giving back. Wealth and social responsibility. Philanthropy and giving. Understand that wealth is not just for personal enjoyment, but can be used to positively impact others and the community. Wealth and legacy. Aim to create a legacy that benefits future generations. Share your knowledge, wealth, and resources to make a lasting impact. The road to financial freedom begins right now. We've come to the end of this guide, but let me be crystal clear about one thing before you walk away and close this page. What you've just read is not a finished story. This is not the end. This is the beginning. What you've absorbed in this guide is just the foundation, the starting point. It's like you've just stepped onto the first rung of the ladder that will elevate you from where you are today to the life you truly deserve. But here's the kicker. That ladder, it's built by your actions. Each decision, every habit you develop, and the small steps you take every single day will be the rungs you climb. Every time you make an informed choice, every time you make the conscious decision to go against instant gratification and invest in your future, you add another rung to that ladder. I can give you the blueprint, the knowledge, the tactics, and the strategies. But the real magic comes from your willingness to take action. Nothing, absolutely nothing, happens without the work, the effort, and the consistent, relentless pursuit of your goals. No one is going to hand you wealth. It is earned, cultivated, and built by individuals who are willing to do what others won't, for a period of time that others can. So let's stop and think for a second. I want you to really deeply visualize this. Close your eyes if you have to. Take a breath and picture your life 5, 10, even 20 years from now. What do you see? Do you still find yourself struggling with bills, drowning in debt, wondering how to make it to the next paycheck? Are you in the same position financially, feeling like you're stuck in a hamster wheel, running faster and faster but never getting anywhere? Or do you see something completely different? Do you see a life where money is not a constant source of stress, but a tool that you've learned to control? A life where your financial future is no longer in the hands of someone else, but completely in your own. Do you see yourself waking up every morning, not to the sound of an alarm clock dragging you to a job you hate, but because you're excited to take on the day, because your financial freedom is no longer a distant dream, but your reality? That vision, the one you just imagined, it's possible. It's within your reach. But here's the truth. That vision doesn't come by waiting for the stars to align or hoping for luck to strike. It doesn't come by making excuses or telling yourself you'll start tomorrow. It doesn't come by telling yourself you'll start working on your finances once you feel motivated enough. The journey toward wealth begins the second you make the conscious, deliberate choice to take action, right now. There's a concept that wealthy individuals understand, and it's simple, yet incredibly powerful. Wealth is not a matter of chance. It's a matter of choice. You have the power. You've always had the power. But it's up to you to harness it, to decide that your current situation doesn't define you. It's up to you to say, I won't settle for this. It's up to you to take responsibility for your financial life, your choices, and your future. And I know it's not easy. It's not going to be an overnight transformation. No one is handing you a magic formula that will instantly solve all your problems. The process will be challenging. It will require sacrifice, and you will experience moments of doubt, frustration, and failure along the way. But here's the truth. That's exactly what you need to succeed. The failures, the setbacks, the moments when you feel like giving up, that's where the growth happens. That's where you build character, develop discipline, and learn the true meaning of perseverance. Success isn't a straight line, it's a journey, a winding path that's often uphill, full of obstacles, but with every step, you get closer to the summit. And that summit, it's where you find financial freedom, security, and the ability to live life on your terms. This is where most people fail. They don't understand that the real work begins after you've learned the basics. Anyone can read a guide, memorize strategies, and take notes. But it's the implementation, the execution, the grind day after day, that separates the wealthy from everyone else. So, what's the next step for you? What are you going to do with the knowledge you've gained from this guide? Will you sit back and let it sit idle in the back of your mind? Or will you take what you've learned and put it into action immediately? Let me tell you this. Your future is not written yet. It's being written right now, with every decision you make. And you have the pen in your hand. If you truly want to change your life, you need to act now. Don't wait for the perfect moment. There is no perfect moment. The perfect moment is right here, right now. You can choose to start today. Take that first step. It might feel small, even insignificant. But trust me, small actions lead to big results. Start by implementing one thing from this guide. Maybe you start budgeting. Maybe you open an investment account. Maybe you begin saving 10% of your income. Whatever it is, start now. Take the first step and begin building the habits that will shape your future. But understand this, This is not a race. This is a marathon. Building wealth is a journey that requires consistency, discipline, and long-term thinking. You won't get rich overnight, but with time, you'll see your efforts compound. You'll see your investments grow, your income streams multiply, and your financial security strengthen. And as you move forward, keep your eyes on the long-term goal. Don't get distracted by the flashy promises of get-rich-quick schemes. Wealth doesn't come from shortcuts, from risky bets, or from fast money. True wealth comes from smart, calculated decisions made consistently over time. You see, the people who become wealthy are the ones who choose to invest in themselves. They choose to learn. They choose to take action. They choose to take responsibility for their future. They don't wait for others to hand them opportunities. They create opportunities. And as they continue to work, they develop a mindset that attracts success. They invest in knowledge, they invest in skills, and they invest in their own growth. And here's the most important part. Wealth isn't just about money. It's about freedom. It's about the ability to live life on your own terms. It's about the peace of mind that comes from knowing that your financial future is secure no matter what life throws at you. It's about being able to give back, to create a legacy for your family, to help others along the way, and to know that your success wasn't just for you, but for those who came before you, and for the generations that will follow. Wealth is freedom. Wealth is opportunity. Wealth is a responsibility. And now, my friend, the responsibility is yours. Will you take it? I'm not going to lie to you. This path will require work. It will require discipline. It will require sacrifice. But if you're willing to put in the effort, to make the hard decisions, and to embrace the grind, the rewards are more than worth it. And you will look back in the future, amazed at how far you've come. Your wealth journey starts now. It's time to take control. It's time to stop waiting. It's time to make your future happen. Let's get started.